Hello and welcome back. In this video, we'll be discussing context menus. Context menus appear in list and form views all throughout the system. They are typically accessed by either right-clicking in certain areas or clicking the context menu icon, which is commonly referred to as the hamburger icon. They provide a menu with many different options depending on if you are in a list view or form view. Since ServiceNow is a web application, context menus are often used to provide the look and feel of a desktop application's menu structure. Let's go over some of the context menus within the system, but keep in mind there are different context menus all throughout the system, so we'll cover the most popular in this video and the others later on in the course when they arise in related topics. So here we are in ServiceNow in the list view of the incident table. The first context menu will be in the upper left of the main content frame in the list view. The list context menu shows options to change a number of settings. We'll start at the top and work our way down. First are views. If we select the major incidents view, this changes which columns are shown on the list. We can see that child incidents are now shown. If we select mobile view, we can see that there are only 4 columns shown in order to make up for the limited screen sizes on mobile. Let's go back to the default view. Next up are filters. There are a number of out-of-the-box predefined filters. Let's try the closed filter, for example. This will show us all incidents that are inactive. We can also group by fields. Let's go ahead and group this list by priority. You can see that the system groups these incidents into the 5 priorities. We have 11 incidents in priority 1, 0 incidents in priority 2, 1 incident in priority 3, 2 incidents in priority 4, and 9 incidents in priority 5. If we click the small arrow, we will expand the group's individual records. Next up is show. Show determines how many records are shown per page. It's important to note that the less records you show per page, the faster the load time will be. Here we can see that there are only 20 incidents. We'll click the Next Page button to view the next 20 incidents. Finally, there is a Refresh List option, which will query the database again to show any potential changes to the data without reloading the entire page, just the data in the list. This is faster than reloading the entire web page by using your browser's refresh button, since ServiceNow is composed of 3 main iframes. By reloading just the list, only one of the 3 iframes needs to be refreshed. The same context menu can be accessed by right-clicking the gray banner bar. This is a very common theme in ServiceNow. We'll right-click a column or left-click the menu icon to show the column context menu. This shows a number of options such as sorting the column from A to Z or Z to A, showing the visual task board, grouping or ungrouping by column, creating a bar chart or pie chart, configuring the list, importing or exporting list data, update the selected, update all, create application files, or import XML. Keep in mind that the context menu is specific to the column we clicked on. So if we were to right-click on the short description column, we'll get the same context menu, but the options will be related to the short description field as opposed to the number field. If we right-click a cell, we'll be taken to the cell context menu. This shows a number of options such as show matching, filter out, copy URL or sysid, assign a tag, assign to me, follow on live feed, show live feed, or add to visual taskboard. Again, by selecting different cells, we'll get the same context menu, but the options apply to the different fields. So if we wanted to generate a list of incident records where the category is software and group by priority, we can simply find a record that has the category of software, right-click the cell, and select Show Matching. Then we'll right-click the priority field and select Group by Priority. We can quickly start to see the power these context menus provide. Let's navigate into a specific incident. Since we are within the form view of this incident, we'll now look at the form context menus. Just like list context menus, we can left-click the context menu icon or right-click the gray banner bar to be taken to the form context menu. This context menu has options to save the record, add to visual taskboard, show a metrics timeline, follow or show on live feed, configure the form, toggle template bar, export form, change the view, copy the URL or sysid, show XML, show history, or reload the form. If we right-click a form field, we'll be brought to the field context menu. Typically, only ServiceNow administrators have access to this context menu. This menu provides options to configure the field label, configure the field dictionary, configure the styles, and show or watch the field. If we scroll to the bottom of the form, we see these related lists. We can select the context menu of the related list by clicking the menu icon or, again, right-clicking the gray banner bar. We can also access the field context menus. If we right-click an application in the Application Navigator, we will see the Application Context menu. Don't worry about understanding every option and every context menu that we just went over. We'll go over each option in more detail throughout the remainder of this course.